Me yawning before a reading is a good sign. It's a good sign for me. Okay, hello. Hi. Should I? I think the distance is okay. Hello. Look at what happened to me. Oh, wait. Hello. My name is Lenny. Hello. I have to look here. That's where the lens is. Hello, my name is Lenny. How are you? Um, today is, we have a new setup. I posted on my Instagram on how this came about. I just thought that, hey, while, you know, I like the view of the window, that my window's here, but it's just like, I kind of just want a nice background that is not a window nor my bed. So that's what we're doing here. That's why I changed it, and it's a new setup for me. I didn't imagine that I would push through with this, but I did, and it looks nice. So anyway, enough chit chat from me. This is our last love romance related video for February, and hopefully I get it up by the 28th because that's when I scheduled this. But today's the 27th, so that's fun. And this final reading is gonna be for couples or for those who are in relationships, basically. So if you're in a relationship, or yeah, if you're in a relationship, yeah, you're in a marriage, you have a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, you're engaged, you're married, you have 10 kids, 20 dogs, however it is, if you're in a serious partnership relationship with someone, this is for you. And my intention for this reading is messages on how to strengthen the relationship, or if there's wounding that needs to be healed there, or the relationship needs to be mended in some way, what, how. So basically just messages on that, on couples, on how to strengthen their relationship and how to be happy, because we're all about happiness here. I say it like it's I say it like the topics that I've done pick a cards on are like um like 100% like positive and all of that. A lot of my pick a cards have been on like how to heal yourself the hard way. I was in slight meditation this morning, and I say slight because yeah, it was slight meditation, and just sharing it with you now. I had a feeling on how I want my pick a cards to be for March, and they're not light. So yeah. Anyway, as you can see the cards here now. I'm gonna show you a close up in a while about the piles. But anyway, you can take a deep breath. You can pause the video if you want to. Right now, if you can see, we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can choose here, or I'll show you more. It's from here. It's from my point of view, so you can see the cards, the piles more closely. So I have oracle cards here per pile, and then my tiny tarot cards are here, and I'm just gonna choose some cards. Usually I shuffle them, but today I just felt like, this feels nice. Okay, so there. What is going on with this intro? Anyway, I've told you my name, I've told you what this is about, and yeah, so their timestamps will be down below. I'm gonna cut to the part where you can see the whole decks, and then I'll see you in your pile. Okay, so here is our pile selection. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So just take the time, pause the video if you want to. You can just do your thing, and the timestamps will be in the description down below. Maybe I'll put it in the comments as well. We'll see. But yeah, you'll always find the timestamps in the description, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello, for those of you who chose this first pile 1, this is pile 1. Before I start, I just want to share with you guys that I actually prepared some accessories for me to wear today, but I didn't. they're here, so I'm not wearing any accessories, and I planned on having my hair down. It's not down. It's just big things, big little things. Anyway, hello pal one. This is your reading for couples. Yeah, this is for couples. I've done the singles one. If you're single, it's not for you. I don't know why you clicked on the video, but yeah. So this is your reading pal one. So we'll see how it goes. Messages for couples, just the general. And again, my intention for here is for how to strengthen your relationship and or how to mend the relationship if there's something that needs to be mended or healed. We'll see. I'm gonna shoot at this very intuitively. Ooh, the rain there. And first hit with the rain card, I feel very like playfulness energy to this. So I feel like playfulness is gonna be a factor here, like just keeping things light. And also I see the tears, like the teardrop shape with the rain. So I'm getting there. It's more of like releasing your emotions and being able to properly communicate them. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna meditate on the card and we'll see how this goes. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if any of you are K-pop fans here. I'm just gonna say it. I kind of saw like Boa's Disturbance music video here, and I'll link it. I'll link that. It's such a good song. It's such a good music video. I love it so much. Not just because I'm a Boa fan, but anyway, it is like tears and then cutting. Then they're like cuts to times when the relationship was happy and light. So literally the mix of what I said before I started meditating on the cards. So there is a need to communicate emotions, to communicate feelings with each other. And then there's also a desire, or like at the same time, not just a desire, but it's like reminiscing of like how it was before, how things were before, where things were happy, things were great, things were awesome, but now they're not. So here's the thing. The question is, do you want the relationship to continue? Because there's like a good foundation there of understanding and happiness and just being friends. I felt that with as I was meditating on the cards, but then now it's gotten to the point wherein there's no communication anymore, like healthy communication. So there's a lot of arguing, there's a lot of feelings being repressed, and if you want to continue that, then that's okay. I mean, you choose how you want to move forward with this. All I'm saying is there is that desire for feelings to be conveyed. If you want to solve the problem, the best solution to that is to convey the feelings and allow the other person to see how you feel about whatever's happening with your situation in your relationship. I was gonna go to these cards, but I'm gonna go to the tarot first. I'm gonna choose 3, and then we'll see what happens there. Okay, this one will come on. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Pentacles, and this one, 3 of Swords. Yep, this is like the heartbreak. I was talking. Wait, it's not gonna focus, Lenny. Hindi ka This is my front camera, so. And then 5 of Pentacles here, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So again, like what I was saying, this really can go any which way. Like, how do you it's like in the Disturbance music video, at the end of the music video, there's this choice that you have, because YouTube does the recommended videos, so they set it up as like a choice, wherein do you want to go continue this track, or do you want to go back to the past? That is, do you want to go back to how things were, or do you want to just continue this trajectory of the feelings not being communicated, and arguments, and just distance from like between the two of you? This is turning out to be very heavy. But yeah, Two of Pentacles, I'm being brought back to that choice of, because right now with the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, it's like you just feel so sorry for yourself. There's this feeling just of, how did things turn out this way? It's like the feeling so sorry for yourself, and feeling so, it's like you feel sayang. Parang in Tagalog, nasasayangan ka dito sa relationship na to. Kasi, paano nangyari to? Paano nangyari na ganito yung nagiging trajectory ng relationship niyo? But the Two of Pentacles is saying, yeah, you always have a choice. You always have this choice of, what do you want to do? How do you want to play this? How do you want to play this game? And really, the best way, I mean, in my opinion, like how things are going, communication. Communication is the best thing that you can give to this partnership. And if things turn out well, then great. I have a feeling they will. These are like affirmations, and we're gonna check here what happens. But like, I have a feeling that because you have this foundation of, light, it's like a light energy and playfulness, and you're having a lot of wonderful times, and especially in the beginning of the relationship. It's like, for me, there's no way that this, like, not naman no way, but it's like there's a very high chance of the relationship being saved, or can go back to like similar to how it was before, as long as you communicate your problems, as long as you be honest with your feelings. And then we have the Moon here, and how I'm feeling here with the Moon is that you need to follow your feelings, you need to follow your emotions, you need to, you need to allow yourself to feel, you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable, and just lead with your heart, lead with your gut. Lots of blue colors here from the tarot, which is, for me, talking about the throat chakra. And the throat chakra, of course, it's about using your voice, it's about communication. Can you see the blue? You don't need to see the cards to see the blue there. So there, lots of communication is needed in order to do the thing. So I have these cards. How many minutes have I been? 10. Okay. So we have, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. We have, there's a stream of love supporting my dreams. I choose love no matter what. And I surrender to a power greater than me. So again, two blues, like blue cards here, which is again telling me throat chakra. There is a need for communication here. And the yellow, I'm just feeling here, like with the yellow, it's a mix of the solar plexus and like the root chakras for me. That's how I see yellow, which is, you need to stand firmly here. Like, be firm with, is this your person? Do you want to spend more time with this person? Do you want to still be in partnership with this person? You still want to be together with them? Because if you do, then you're gonna have to fight for it, right? And the fighting here is not like, but it's more of communication. You're gonna have to let out what it needs to be let out. You need to tell them how you feel. And here, it's like, I choose love no matter what. Like, choose love no matter what. And look, I feel the need to say this, is things, the way that things are panning out right now, it may seem like, okay, I'm not, it may be a bit toxic how things are panning out right now in the relationship. And I don't feel it toxic in a way that there's like abuse or manipulation, something like that. It's just there's this level of this level of toxicity of, because of the non-communication. So there, I don't feel like abuse or it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like, because I'm not telling you run away. I don't, because I don't feel that energy here. And so where am I getting at? So it's like this. It may feel, because of this non-communication situation where you're in, there's a lot of ambiguous air, and you may feel like, oh, this is so heavy, this is toxic, I'm tired of this, I don't like this energy anymore, I need to love myself, because I choose love no matter what. I need to love myself. Then at the same time I feel like when you decide to leave this partnership, if for example that's what you choose, are you really choosing love no matter what? Is it you really, connecting to your joyful presence, surrendering, or is it you just trying to not face the situation? Because there's a difference between, there is an ambiguous air and you want to clear that air, and then after clearing that air you decide that a separation is best. There's a difference between that and the ambiguous air is there and you decide that you don't like the ambiguous air, so you leave, and then you call it self-care. I hope I'm getting the message across. So that's what I'm kind of feeling here, is that the air is not the healthiest right now between you two. There's a lot of like ambiguous energy that's not, you don't like it, like it doesn't feel nice. Are you gonna just yeet yourself out of it and just leave without solving the issues? Is that self-love? Is that showing your self-love? Just pluck yourself out of there without any explanation. Because there are some relationships, there are some situations that call for that. Like, again, if you're in like an abusive environment, things like that, talking won't work in those kinds of environments. But with this situation, I feel like talking is being very much emphasized here. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of it, communication is my biggest advice for you. Communicate. Air out all the grievances. So you I've been talking about the ambiguous air so that it gets out. It manages to leave through the window that you keep open when you start communicating. Okay. So, communicate. Because there's a difference between keeping the ambiguous air and then just leaving, and then airing out the ambiguous air, talking things through, like being able to very much properly communicate yourself with the other person and the other person with you, and then deciding to leave. There's a difference in that. Okay, so it's just, you decide how you want this to happen, but at the end of the day, my advice, what I'm getting here is that the main message for you, Pal 1, is communication is very vital right now in the relationship. And whether you decide to stay or to leave, there is that communication that needs to happen still. Okay? Okay. And with that, I'm just going to end the reading here because I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm going to continue like repeating myself if I continue. So thank you so much for watching. How was that? I hope it's fascinating. I hope it helps. I hope you got something from it. You know, just take what you want to take, leave what you want to leave. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. You can leave a like button. Leave a like button. Press the like button if you like this video. You can subscribe to my channel. I would super appreciate it. I am like wanting that. You know, I want to grow. So if you can subscribe to me, that would be great. If you want to share this video with your friends, awesome. I would love that. If you want to comment down below your thoughts, your feedback, how much this resonated. I'm gonna link the Boa Disturbance music video because that's a very good song. And then what else do I have to say? Oh, if you want to book a private reading with me, I do private readings through tarot. So I'm currently thinking about what I want to do for March because I want to do something special for March. For some reason, I just felt like it. But so I'm thinking about that. If you want to book, go ahead. The link is in the description. And if you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, my other social media links, my Instagram and my Twitter. I use Instagram more often. Anyway, the links are down below as well. So thank you so much again, Pal One. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you've had a wonderful February, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello. Hello, Pal 2. This is your reading for couples. So how can you, again, like my intention for this reading is how can you strengthen your relationship, or if there's anything that needs to be mended, how can you mend it? And then just other messages for those of you who are in a relationship. I'm gonna read a lot of this intuitively, and I also have tarot cards here. I'm just gonna choose them as we go, but we'll start here. We have the big. Ooh. Oh, that's so cute. You have the little. See, this is your combo. So cute. Okay, I don't wait. Let me meditate on the cards to see what's going on. So cute. They've never been out together before. So nice. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. That's so interesting. I really felt like the energy just getting bigger from the two cards. So what I'm getting here is demand more. Demand more from your partner. Cuz you are growing. You're growing. You're growing energetically. You're leveling up. And when it's like this, as we grow, it's like clothes, right? As when we were little, when we were tiny humans, came out into this world, we wore clothes that are like this big, like this, like this little. I don't know how much I weighed when I was born, but anyway. And then as we grow older and bigger, and you know, we change into new clothes that fit us. We're not gonna wear those tiny things forever, right? Those tiny onesies, we can't wear them anymore now that we're older. So I'm seeing that as like your energy is getting bigger and bigger, and it's like there is this demand for the container in which the relationship is in to accommodate the growing energy that either one of, like, it's either you or them or the both of you are growing, or one of you, or that I feel like you are growing and the other person is not. That's what I'm getting here. Like, one of you, your energy is getting bigger and the one is not, and there's this need, there's this soul desire for, like, how can you fit water that's like, how can you fit like 2 liters of water in a tiny cup? You can't. You need a big container for that. So what the thing here is that what I'm seeing is that your energy is just one of you. The energy needs to be held in a container that can keep it and allow it to move freely in the container. And what the other person needs to do is to step up and provide that container, to help create that container for the other person. So it's like when one person in the relationship grows, the other also kind of is triggered to grow, but also needs to grow at the same time. I hope I'm making sense here, because I'm reminded of like masculine and feminine energies, wherein, because of course we all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us, but one person in a relationship can have more of that masculine energy and one can have more of that feminine energy. So the feminine energy is all about creation, it's all about growing and flowing, right? So as you flow, as the one with more like feminine energy flows and grows, or like one person's feminine energy flows and grows, the other person who has a masculine, it needs to provide the feminine with the container big enough to hold them in. So it's like when you, for example, you're in your feminine, you grow and you start creating a lot of things, and you start doing a lot of things. Like if you start to paint, for example, that creation, it's more in your feminine, and you flow and you start creating and create more and more and more. It's the masculine that does the thing of, okay, we need to buy more brushes, we buy more paint, we buy big ass what do you call that, like canvases, things like that. That's what it's like. That's one of I think that's a good analogy that I can give you, actually. It's like when you create, and then you start this, you create more and more and more as a person, like just you, because that's how, like, I can show you how masculine and feminine energy lives inside you. So your feminine is like create, flow, do what you want, and you're growing in your talent, ganyan. And then the masculine side of you, that's what says, okay, we need to buy this, we need to get this, you need more space to do your paintings, you need your own studio, so let's get yourself a new studio, things like that. That's what the masculine does. It makes the decisions to create the container, to make the conditions outside favorable for the feminine to continue growing and to continue up leveling. Okay, so that's what's happening here in the relationship with you and your partner, with your person, is that one person in the relationship is growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and the other person is being prompted to level up, to be able to be big enough of a person to handle and provide the needs of this growing energy that is the other person, or that's you. Okay, so if they're not able to provide that, then yeah, that's gonna be the issue, right? Queen of Wands and Four of Cups. And then I had to put them with the big cards. So the Queen of Wands is someone who is so in their power, and not just like in a we're gonna do this, or like in a creation way. It's also like in a very intuitive way. So they're able to trust themselves more. Maybe some of you are also going and growing through like spiritual growth. This one. Okay. Sorry, I had to clear it up. Which card I'll be choosing. So some of you may be going through this spiritual growth, and with that spiritual growth, again, there is this need for a bigger container for it. When it's like when you start to do something, like when you discover a new hobby that you want to do, you would want your partner to be supportive of you and give you like, okay, you can do that. Maybe I don't understand what you're going through. If they're not the type to say, okay, let's do it together. Maybe they're not like that. They can just be like, I don't understand it, but okay, I'm going to give you space. And I'm going to support you. I'm going to hold you and support you in this space. That, like, in whatever you want to do. That's what the person who is growing needs. Space to hold. And if they can't, they have tiny arms, for example. If you need this much space and they can only give you this little hug, it may not work. So the other person needs to. And here's the thing here, is that when this is happening, you may feel that urge to, okay, they can't support me as I go through this growth. I'm just gonna hold back a little bit. And, I'll hold back a little bit and just be there for them. That's not how this works. You grow as an individual. We all do. And we're here to grow. We're having this human experience in order to grow. So, when you're being prompted to grow, through however means this is happening for you, maybe you're healing, or you're discovering a new path that you want to take, or you're discovering a new hobby, a side hustle, or you're healing, I already said that, or you're earning more, you got promoted, right? However this looks, like however the up leveling looks, that is what we're meant to do here in this world while we're doing the thing, while we're doing the living, right? She says hi. So there is absolutely no need for you to make yourself smaller, to like your energy in and force the 2 liters worth of water to fit in the tiny cup, aka the cup that your partner can provide for you, the relationship can provide for you, not your partner per se, but just the relationship in general. So your growth is the prompt for the other person to grow as well, because you're choosing to. One of the things that I think a relationship is that you're choosing to grow together. So when one person is prompted to grow, they kind of trigger the growth within the other person, and then vice versa, or they choose to grow together. It's wonderful. And so what am I getting at here is, don't your energy in. Because as I was feeling here, I'm not gonna cut the part where I meditate, because my hand got bigger, like the radius of the energy got bigger and bigger, and the more I tried to do this, the more that I'm like, that my hands are like, you move out. I need more space to grow. That's what I was feeling here, which is why the more that you suppress it, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for you, and it's not gonna be good for them. Because they chose to be in a relationship with you so that they can grow with you. And if they're being triggered as you're growing, like, that means that they need to like heal something, mend something within them, or they also need to prompt their growth as well. So if you're thinking of like, okay, I'm gonna make myself just a little bit smaller so that I can accommodate still this partnership, trigger their growth. Okay, strength. That's what both of you need. That's what both of you need in this partnership. Strength from one person, from the person who's doing the growing, to keep growing, and to continue to stand there and be like, this is who I'm becoming. I am currently growing. And then the other person's strength to recognize that. Strength to recognize that their partner's growth is not like a hit to their ego. Right? It instead of thinking like this makes them less of a man when their partner is growing and then they can't keep up. They're being triggered to grow. Okay, they're being triggered to. It's like when it's like this like diba, you if it's you're the 2 liters of water, and then they're the little cup. What this is saying is, if they can't fit you into the cup, they have 2 things that they can do. It's either they leave, right? So that you can find a bigger cup, someone with a bigger cup. Or they bring in a bigger cup. They step up and get the bigger cup. So that you have this container. I'm just saying it as you're the one who's growing. But flip the script wherever need be. Okay. So that's what I'm getting here. And I'm gonna go to these now. I witnessed the darkest. I witnessed the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. It's a very long affirmation, and I love this affirmation. It's the first time I got this. It's the first time I got this. Or like maybe in a while, but maybe in a while. Okay. And then you got the long the long affirmations. My capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So there. And when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So really what I'm getting here is that when you're feeling like the relationship isn't working out because either you feel like you're demanding too much, or they can't seem to hold you in the way that they used to, or they can't seem to hold you in the way that you feel that you need be, or you feel like you can't hold your partner in the way that they need, or like you used to before. So like, see, whichever side of the situation you're on, not argument, Lenny. Whichever side of whichever side of the situation you're in, either you're the one who is needing that container and you're feeling like your partner can't give it to you, or you're starting to feel like you're the one who can't seem to just be there and provide the container that your partner needs. It's always important to go in and cheesy, but like go inward and meditate and ask yourself, how can I do this? How can I, what's needing to be done here? How can I approach this? What do I need to shift anything? Yeah. What do I need to do? The answers will come to you. And what's important is that you face that. Even if it's a difficult decision, because on both sides of the spectrum of the situation of the relationship, the decision is both hard. Like, if you're the one who is growing and is needing a bigger container, my advice for you, according here, is to keep growing and to keep um like demanding a bigger container from the universe. Like if your partner can provide that, just keep on demanding a bigger container, because that's what you need. You're growing into this other version of you, someone who's bigger, and you need that type of um container for you to be able to hold you in your greatness and in your power. Okay, and so you keep demanding, even if you love, even if it's not an if, because even though you love the person, you love your partner, if they can't provide the container that you need, you're gonna have to ask them for it. You don't make yourself smaller just so that you can fit them, or they can fit you, you know. So that's a hard decision there that you're gonna have to take. And then for the other side, if you're the one who can't seem to hold and support your partner in the way that they need to, not just want, need, because they're growing into like 2 liters, 3 liters worth of water, and you still have a tiny cup, obviously you can't hold it. So the advice here for you is to trigger your own growth, to look at them and be like, how can I grow into a better partner, into a better person, first of all, and also into a better partner for them, so that I can hold them in the capacity that they need to be held. Okay? And so here, like, distraction tactics will not work, numbing yourself will not work, especially if you want to be still together. There is that need to keep growing, and you trigger your growth so that you can also hold your partner in the way that they need to. Okay? That's what I have for you here. That is what I have for you here. Pal 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this resonated. I hope it helps. I hope you got something from it that helps you live your life with more purpose and intent. You can like this video if you want to. You can subscribe to my channel. I am going for growth. I'm going for growth with everything that I do, especially in this channel, because I'm really happy with how I do what I do and how I do it. So there. And then you can share this video with your friends if you want to. You can comment down below, like, stories, feedback, whatever you want to tell me. Yeah, and if you wanna book a private reading with me, that's what I was gonna say. If you wanna book a private reading with me, I do private readings through tarot. That's a thing that you can do. You can book a reading with me via the link that is in the description. And if you wanna connect with me outside of YouTube, my other social media links, my Instagram and my Twitter. I use Instagram more often. They're also in the description down below. So there is all I have for you, Pal 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, wonderful month, wonderful year. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello for those of you who chose Pal 3. This is your reading for couples. Yeah. Again, my intention here is how to strengthen the relationship, or how to like mend whatever needs to be mended, if there's anything that needs to be mended in the partnership right now. So there. So the cards, I'm gonna read them a lot intuitively, especially these because they're not tarot cards, but we'll see. Ooh, the move. Let me, obviously movement, but let me meditate on the card to see what's going on. Ooh. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna get tarot cards first. Because feels sad. Yeah. Okay. I got some tarot cards, but I'm gonna tell you what I saw here first. It just felt really sad. And it's gonna be hard to say it. I'm gonna say it because that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing here in this reading. is that I feel like the best thing that you can do for the partnership right now is to separate for some time. And I'm not saying this as like need to break up. It feels like both sides are hurting. It feels like both sides are hurting from this. And and it feels like the best course of action right now, like the best advice that I can give you here, is to move for you to go on a break, a little hiatus. And again, it doesn't mean, I'm not saying that, it's a forever breakup. It's just, because, as we live, as long as we live, there's always a chance for reconciliation and reunion. What I'm saying here right now, there is that need for the two of you to grow separately first. I say that because you have here Hierophant and the Emperor and the Six of Pentacles. That is the purpose of this this separation that's needing to happen, is that the both of you need to find your power back, your inner power back, your inner strength back, your center back. So this is what I'm saying, that the separation is kind of important right now. With the Hierophant, I'm feeling like there is an important for like a re-education, or like a further education, like of also getting like deconstructing lots of programming that's happening individually. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like both parties need to learn more and grow more, and then with the Emperor, step more into their power, become more confident in themselves, become more self-assured. It's like the relationship has been great so far right now. However, there is this need now to grow as individuals again, to grow for both parties to stand on their own 2 feet again, and to be sovereign, and to hold their energetic centers back into their bodies, and just be like complete whole persons again, right? Like learning how to learning how to be themselves as people, so that they can stand strong on their own. And then when the reunion comes, you're able to stand side by side each other as two strong individuals, two strong and amazing and powerful individuals coming together to form a huge powerful connection field there. And then with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like here it's more of you're able to give and receive to and from each other in a way that is more balanced, in a way that's more healthy for the both of you. I just checked the time. Oh, here, this one, Page of Swords, because because now I feel like it's the time when when you're kind of triggered to do something, and it's like that you need to do it, but then at the same time you kind of don't want to, and you're getting all defensive about it. I feel like that's what's happening in the relationship right now. So what I'm saying is that you need to kind of grow separately first. That sounds like a cliche movie, but then I feel like that is what's needed for the both of you. Before I move on to these lots of affirmations. Ooh, something strong here. This one. This feels strong. Okay. So this one is the Devil So yeah, there's a lot of programming. There's a lot of like beliefs that don't really resonate anymore, that kind of need to be healed, need to be mended, and they feel like that is best done individually. Like, do that by yourself. So that's what I'm seeing here, and there is that need for it's like right now what each of you need is all your, like, what you need and what the other person needs is all of your energy back in yourself, back with yourself, so that you have all the energy that you need in order to heal and process whatever this, like, the devil is saying of these beliefs that no longer hold to be true, and then like forming new beliefs, learning new things with the Hierophant, gaining more self-confidence and stepping into your power here with the Emperor, and like giving back to yourself, like with the Six of Pentacles. It's like you need all your energy there now, and because it's like it's gonna do more damage in the connection if like you're going through your own shiz and they're going through their own shiz, and then like you're expecting each other to be there for each other. That's gonna be kind of hard, because you need all your energy to go through whatever it is you're going through, and you don't really have a lot of energy to spare to kind of hold another person. As I know that sounds kind of harsh, or yeah, but that's the thing, when it's like when we're doing something like this, it's like when you're studying for exams in school, you put all your effort in studying for exams, and your family kind of needs to like accommodate that and be respectful of that, in that you won't be able to do chores, or you won't be able to do chores, you won't be able to wash the dishes or wash your clothes during that time that you're studying for an exam, right? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like you're there's it's like it's your final exam, and then you're almost graduating, and you need all of the effort so that you pass well, and you're sure to graduate. So you need all your effort. You won't be able to cook. You may not be able to cook. You may not be able to clean. You may not be able to do other things to support other people. You may not meet your friend. You may not be able to meet your friends for a very long like amount of time for that, like, during that time, right? Because during exams and you're like writing all your papers, it's like, friends, we won't be able to meet until the end. That's kind of like what's happening here. So I'm not saying that you won't be able to support them in the way that's cruel. It's just that really happens. That really happens. Sometimes during these processes, you won't be able to take care of yourself in the most optimal way, right? Because when you're going through all of this, it's like you may not be able to cook your meals, you may not be able to exercise the way that you're used to doing. It's like that. And so you need all your energy right now to take care of you. And they need all their energy right now to take care of them. And unless it's like, okay, we're still in the relationship, but we're gonna grow like this. That can also be the case. Like, you don't have to break up. You just need to take some time by yourselves. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm feeling like you really need to conserve your energy right now. Because what's being prompted is individual growth. And that's important in the relationship, because your relationship is made of the both of you. And, when it's the both, that's the goal, is to have one strong, powerful individual with together, and then another strong, powerful individual, and then together, power couple. That's what we want. That's what you want, right? I'm sure. Like, that's in like my ideal state. My ideal relationship. Like, I'm like wanting. Like, I'm at that stage where I'm like super healed and I'm glowing and I'm confident and all of that. And then they're the same. So no, so like you're like both carrying yourselves and each other, and it's like a super good flow of support, of giving and receiving support and love and respect for each other. So that's what you want. And right now is like time for building the self first. 7 of Wands. Yeah. And yeah, I'm just getting here like really needing more of a time for individual care with the 7 of Wands. And also just like more of like a moral support type thing, wherein I support you and I know that you're able like to be able to grow in the way that you need to grow, and I'm also supporting myself and I know that I can grow in the way that I need to grow, because we're a power couple. We're gonna be that power couple that we want. We just need that time to grow. So there, I'm gonna open these cards, see what other information they have. When I lean toward love, I am led. Energy flows where my intention goes. So so far, these two, it's all about centering your energy and focusing it on one path. Allowing your energy to be focused onto one path. Because that's where the magic happens. It's when you're concentrated. Your energy is concentrated on one path. And then the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So I feel like here, with this last one, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Is like a sort of comfort for you that you don't need to worry about the partnership. You don't need to worry about your connection. You don't need to worry about the other person. What if we go into the separation and they might find someone else, blah blah blah, they might not love me anymore, and blah blah blah. This is like, okay, I feel this as your reassurance that if it's meant to be, it will happen. So just like, don't over fixate on that thought of what if we end up separating because of this or that, or as we're growing apart, or we're growing individually. What if we grow apart as a result of that? I feel like you just need to surrender this out, that thought, surrender the fear, the fear, surrender that anxiety, and just know that everything that will happen from here on out is going to be for your best and highest good. Just know that, and everything will be fine. Okay? So that's all I have for you, Pal 3. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this I hope this resonates. I hope this helps. I hope you got something from it that helps you live your life with more purpose and intent. If you wanna like this video, you can definitely like it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. I am going for growth. So yeah, I would love it if you subscribe. If you want to share this video with your friends, that would be absolutely amazing. If you want to leave a like, I already said that. If you want to share your stories, comments, feedback, whatever it is you want to share, you can do so in the description. What else do I have to say? If you want to book a private reading with me, I am doing private, I do personal readings through tarot. So if you want that, that's a thing that you can do. Yeah, the link to book is in my description. And if you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, my other social media links, my Instagram and my Twitter are also in the link. The links to those are also in the description. I use Instagram more often, so if you want to follow me there. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, month, week, year, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, Pal 4. So I'm doing this after I've read your cards, and I just want to say this. I'm gonna slowly pack up. I just want to say this for those of you who chose Pal 4. Pal 4. This is the first time that it's happened to me that Pal 4 is receiving two very. It's like the start is the same, but the ending of the two messages is very different. Very different. And this, it's like, so what's happening there is that because this is a general reading, some of you may be drawn to, like, for example, if let's say two people watch this video and they're both drawn to Pal 4. One of them may resonate to this message and one of them may resonate to this other message because the starting point is very similar, and it's a general message. Just pick this here. Here's the thing. This is why I'm filming this, is that if you chose Pal 4, your ability, your magic of discernment and your magic of your intuition and your discernment and you really picking up on which message resonates for you is going to be very important. It's going to be super important here because the two messages are very different. I'm just saying this now. I feel like I need to say this so that, because I kind of, throughout the whole reading, it's like I ended up with 4.1 and 4.2. So if you feel, because here's the thing. One, if you listen to the whole thing of Pal 4, 4.1 and 4.2, if you watch it as a whole and you feel like the entire message is yours, then one of two things will happen, or maybe even both. Is that one, you overthink it and then self-sabotage happens, or number two, you kind of fool yourself. Lolokohin mo yung sarili mo. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm just saying, I've already filmed this intro video to Pal 4 in, I think, even longer than my official intro for the video. But if you chose Pal 4, your discernment and your ability to filter out the messages is gonna be super important. Okay, I just need to say that. Because the two messages that are coming out from Pal 4 are very different. Vastly different. I'm not gonna spoil it now. They're vastly different. And so you have to discern for yourself if you resonate more with this part of the message or with this part. And that's on you. I'm just saying the messages that I feel need to be said. Okay, so there. I just need to say that before you start with your reading. So, hello everyone. For those of you who chose the fourth pile, this is our last pile for the couples. And again, these are messages and for the couples, for those of you who are in a relationship. And the intention is for messages for strengthening and deepening your love and or mending whatever needs to be mended or healed. Just messages like that. That's my intention for the reading. So we have mostly oracle cards here. I'm gonna get some tarot here later on, and I'm gonna read a lot of this intuitively. So let's see here. We have the bubbles. I'm gonna meditate on the card to see what's going on. Oh, okay. So this is a very so the way the message here for you is Pal 4 is I feel that I'm seeing here because it's like happy, and then there's a monotonous tone to the vision. So what's needed here is like a break from the monotony. I feel like um you've been in a relationship with this person for a very long time now. So you're used to each other, you're happy with the relationship, and you're very used to each other. However, there's a way of doing things now that you've gotten used to, that now what's needed is some bubbles. Some literal bubbles, like spontaneity, some outside the box things, doing things that you haven't done before, just trying to switch things up, and trying to, I'm not saying like reignite the passion, but it's more of how to kind of put some more sparks and oil into the flame to keep it burning and alive. Because right now it's a steady flame. It's a steady flame that you may have forgotten that it's there. You may have forgotten that the flame exists, right? Because you've gotten so used to each other, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to get used to each other. It's like you feel like you're a married couple already, and you already have like 5 dogs and 7 kids, things like that, or vice versa. Like that's how you feel with each other. So you've gotten so used to each other. So what's needed now is a bit of that spontaneity. Maybe you can go on a trip. Maybe you can do something very like romantic, like something that you haven't done before, to just keep that playful and fun vibes within the relationship. Yeah, I'm just choosing cards. Okay. So one here that I got is the Magician. So yeah, I'm feeling here like it's a lot of, because Magician is Mercury energy, Gemini and Virgo. So I'm getting here is like that fast paced, and also it's like a mixture of the Gemini and Virgo energies that are very, Gemini is a lot like fast paced and very like open and honest and communicative type of energy, like that. And also with Virgo is a lot like a motherly type energy and a lot of caring type energy, so a mix between those two. Maybe you can go hiking if you haven't hiked before. Yeah, and I also have here 10 of Swords. I'm just feeling with the 10 of Swords, there's just like a lot of stress, just a lot of stress in general between the two of you. Because again, back to that, you feel like a married couple already. It's like, the both of you are working hard, and you get tired at the end of the day, and you just don't have time for like intimacy anymore, and you just go and have dinner together, and you're quiet having dinner, and you go take a shower, and the both of you sleep, and then you sleep not even like like not even hugging while sleeping, because you're so tired. Which is, it's understandable that of course you get tired, like with working, and with also as I'm like filming this pandemic, you know pandemic still going on, and so there is, of course, understandably, there's stress. So it's this advice is also a way for you to kind of um de-stress yourself, de-stress your partner, you de-stress together and do something fun and spontaneous, and just happy, and just happy. And then death. Ooh, this is so interesting. I'm gonna explore this. Ooh, because I feel like what's important here, I'm getting here with death, is more of kasi okay, for death, 4 of Swords, and 7 of Cups. Let me explore this. Because I just feel here that there's a way with the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. There's a way to keep that comfort while at the same time being like reconnecting with that. This is so interesting. What are we gonna do next? Ganyan. Because I feel like with that, there's a transformation that's happening in the relationship. This one. Yeah. There's gonna be oh I feel like there's gonna be a huge shift in the relationship coming soon. So now, well, as you watch this, take I don't know why, but I'm gonna say this: take advantage of the fact that it's still just the two of you. So it's still just the two of you. Like in the situation that you have now, I feel like that's the case of, well, it's just the two of you, and just have fun and create that spontaneity so that it like establish that type of it's like establish the type of routine or the type of habit that you keep each other stimulated and surprised, and you surprise each other, you suddenly cook for each other, and you go on hikings and stuff like that, or you go on trips when you can, in however way that you can, given the situation of the world right now. I'm just feeling that, because I feel like with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords, what image is this? Oh, they're sleeping. Okay, so I'm just feeling here, because with Four of Swords and Seven of Cups, there's a lot of, when this new change happens, there's gonna be a lot of rest that's needed and a lot of divided attention. And then with the Three of Pentacles, it's just there's a lot of things that are growing. So I feel like for some, even though there are no cards here that kind of immediately show like pregnancy. I feel like for some, not gonna be for everyone, but I do feel like there's gonna be that type of transformation in the relationship of, maybe you get, whether or not you get married, it's like pregnancy happens, or you'll move into the Three of Pentacles is giving me that huge vibe of, you're gonna move into a new house, and then a lot of renovations are gonna be done. So so that's why I'm saying, keep the sparks, like reignite the sparks, put oil into your fire a lot more over the coming weeks or months, because a huge transformation is coming in, something that you've been calling in, that the both of you have been calling in with the Magician here. And once that change happens, it's like your priorities are gonna shift, like in a huge way. So if, for example, you're gonna be moving houses, and then the house needs renovating, you won't be able to spend a lot of time like going on vacations and stuff with your partner, because you're gonna have to invest the time, your energy, and your money in renovating the house. If you get pregnant, or if your partner gets pregnant, or if you do decide to adopt, then the priority is gonna be on the baby and on the child if you decide to adopt, or if you decide to adopt a pet. That's also a huge commitment, because like a pet is also a living thing that you need to take care of and give love to, and it's not just gonna be the two of you anymore. So it's that type of vibes. It's not necessarily it's not necessarily a child, but it's a huge shift. Or maybe someone gets promoted, or maybe relocation to another country. Maybe I'll ask for one more card for like what changes can possibly happen. Okay, they're giving me 2 cards. 8 of Wands and 3 of Cups. Yeah, 3. So I'm feeling like it's not just the two of you anymore. What else? This is gonna be so sudden, with the 8 of Wands. It feels like it's very sudden. But it's also something that you want. It's something that you want, but it still feels very sudden. And it's gonna be, it's gonna be super happy. It's gonna be super happy, I feel that. Yeah. So there, just keep the spontaneity and the happiness in your partner with each other. And I'm gonna check your affirmations and see what other information they hold. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. There. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. There you go. I also feel like some transformations between the two of you, like individually and also together. Like maybe you'll start a business together, because it's about changing how you see the world, right? So it's like maybe you're starting a business and it shifts the way that you look at businesses and money and abundance and things like that. So there's going to be a huge shift there. My vibes speak louder than my words. Yes. And I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. There it is. So yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling lots of spontaneity is needed. And a lot of trust that things are going to be okay. And yeah. And okay. So that's one part of the message. I feel like I'm cheating myself and cheating you if I don't say this message, because as the cards keep forming, this other message is starting to come in. So if you're here, like if you don't have any, you can end here. I feel like I also have to say this. Another message that I'm seeing here is that for some of you, again, it's not all, this is, oh my gosh, this is a completely, I'm just gonna say it, this is gonna be a completely different message from the first one. Should I give it like a 4.1 and a 4.2? Yeah, because I'm feeling with some here, some people on this pile. Okay, it's starting to make sense. So for some, it's gonna be pregnancy, it's gonna be moving, ganyan, moving to a new place together, ganyan. For others, it's gonna be you're gonna move alone. You might break up. Oh, it's so hard to say. And it's so different, right, from the message that I've been saying a while ago for like 15 minutes already. It's really different, but the more that the cards are forming, the more that this other message is coming in. So, and I feel like, I want to keep it in that, but this message is coming up and I can't not say it. So it's like for some of you, just, the major change that's gonna happen is that separation, breaking up. And maybe it's because of a third party. Or maybe, yeah, that's a possibility. Because of the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So yeah, so you can get multiple messages in the cards, right? And this is a general reading. So here's how now it's time for your discernment. Now it's time for your discernment of which message is for me, right? So whatever happens, there's a huge transformation happening in the relationship. Whether you'll be together at the end of the transformation or not, that depends on you, the individual, and your situation. So for some, the big transformation that death is foreshadowing in a way is that there's gonna be a huge shift in how the relationship between the two of you will happen, either pregnancy or marriage or kids or moving to another place. That's a possibility. And then there's another possibility of the change. The big change is that after the change happens, you're gonna have to go through life without your partner. So there. And then this also, the oracles also confirm this. Yeah. So there, I'm just saying that it again, this is wow, this is the first time that I'm getting like really two completely different messages for one pile, which is super different. And I don't want to be the harbinger of bad news, but again, I'm just the messenger. So there, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And okay, I will say this for pile 4.2, the message that I'm getting here most of all is that the partner seems to be having an affair, is entertaining another person who is not you, and being intimate with them, not just physically, like more emotionally. There. So that's what I'm feeling there. So yeah, it's more of that. It's more of PAL 4.2 is more of that energy. And PAL 4.1 is more of you've been together for a really long time and things are really good, that things are shifting and you may have a baby and you may move to another place, and that's there. That's there. So those are the two messages. And whew, after I said that, because I feel like energy is forming here. Because it's like, if you don't say this is not gonna be good for anyone, And now that I said it, I feel like, that's how I feel now. So, yeah. However, whoever this is for, right? It's hard to say, but like, just use your own discernment, right? Just use your own discernment, because you may be for PAL 4.1. The message may be the 4.1 of the pregnancy or the moving. And if that's for you, just trust yourself. You know yourself best. So there. So if you know that the message in 4.1, the first one I said is for you, then there. If you understand that, right? You understand that, you feel it deep inside you. If like everything I've said about the moving and then the kids, and then you feel like, oh, bullshit. If you feel like that and you suddenly feel like 4.2 is like, you feel like that's the message for you, but you also don't want that message to be for you, you're able to use your discernment on that. Okay? So there. I'm gonna have to, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna figure out a way to just like, maybe I'll shoot something before I start 4. The PAL 4. Maybe I'll film like a small, this part that I said. So anyway, I'm gonna end the reading here, PAL 4. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonates. I hope this helps. I hope you got something from it that helps you live your life with more purpose and intent. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to. That'll be amazing. I'm going for growth, so please subscribe. And you can share this with your friends. You can also leave a comment, leave some feedback there in the comment section if you're called to do so. If you want to book a private reading with me, I do that. I do private readings through tarot. You can book a reading via the link that is in the description. And you can also connect with me on my other social media accounts through the links in the description as well. So I have Instagram and Twitter. I use Instagram more often, so you can connect there if you want to. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching PAL 4. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, 1 month, year, and hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.